the music and the atmosphere. Now and then I feel lights fading softly all over me, and I remember last year when I was alone in my bed with all these thoughts in my head and living silently inside. It's so late in the night, my mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends. Don't wanna go down like this. My head's in a place that I don't miss. So ugly, so grumpy. Sleeping in the meantime, just stay comfy. Once everything's said and done, I know I'll be okay, I will overcome. I'm hoping I'm here. I remember last year when I was alone in my bed, unhappy thoughts in my head, and living silently inside. Just keeping all to myself. Wished I could be somewhere else. Back when I could only hide. It's so late in the night. My mind is drifting away. Then I dream about times I wished for a new, happier day. If a hand could reach out right now and save my life somehow, I'll face the sun again as soon as this dreary night ends.
Welcome back, people. We ended off episode 1, so we're gonna play episode 2 today. Also, what's up? I'm DrCuddleStein. You probably already know that already if you've been watching me for a while. Alright, let's go. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Ooh, okay. Fucking... Here, let's just write over our save. Return. Yes, we wish to continue. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? No, because I played this pretty recently, and if you guys want to know, just go check out my YouTube. Whoa, that's a little bit loud. Hold on. Can I please go to music volume? Okay, I think that's better. It might just be my headphones too. I can turn my headphones down. Do 17. Okay, yeah, that works better, honestly. Okay. Reading voice time. You open your eyes. Sun is risen, the birds are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. Familiar unease settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen. You can't stay in bed forever. Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Oh, that's right, we have an opossum in our fucking drawers. Yeah, let's check on him. Oh! Hey, buddy! You open the drawer to check in on the little possum you met yesterday. Oh good, he's still here. That's nice. I don't know if we want to pat the little mans. You know what? I decided with this playthrough that I'm gonna be a little scrungle, so we're here. You reach in to pat the little mans. He immediately plays dead. Oh! Little baby. You leave him to his theatrics and close the door. Poke around the closet. Great, the doll didn't move during the night. I've been seeing clips of Megan recently. Like, I don't know what it is, but I think it actually has like reached Uncanny Valley for me. Because Megan looks so lifelike. And I'm just like, I know that that's not like a real person. It's weird. But like with me, Uncanny Valley doesn't really work. Like, yes, I realize that the thing in front of me, like the thing that I'm seeing in front of me isn't real. And is just like fiction and part of like a movie, but the whole Uncanny Valley thing is where you're supposed to be scared of something that looks human. But I'm just over here like, okay. Maybe it isn't haunted after all, though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation. Return to your room. You turn back to the rest of the room. You gotta look out the window. You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden. Oh! I didn't even fucking notice that. That's Wayne. He's the guy that was like, Stein, at the end of the first episode. For a second you thought you saw movement. It could have been an animal. It could have been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. Leave the window. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you finished waking up. Let's text Stella. Stella! Stella, I'm okay. It's my best friend, my bestie. Dude, I legit, whenever I look at this, I'm just like, somebody's gonna show up in that chair at some point, just be like, hey. You're like, what the fuck? It's probably a good idea to check in with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Yo, what up? What up, homie? What up? Fucking. Hey, how are you holding up? Hi. Send a picture of a tired cat you found on the... Absolutely. It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, we're gonna get dressed. Time to start your day. You're back in the kitchen. Frou Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. Oh, little Frou Frou. You're back in the kitchen. Okay. Can I ask? May I pet you? Excuse me, ma'am. May I pet you, your beautiful fur? Part of you hopes that flattery might win her over as silly as that may seem. You are, after all, talking to a cat. Frou Frou merely flicks her tail faster. It doesn't look promising. Hey! Did you know the police called me this morning? You've only been here one day and you're already had a run-in with the cops? Yeah. Teehee. Did the cops say anything about Duke? Did they find the body? Body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. And they had quite a few questions about you, Stein. And before you ask, don't worry. I told them you're an upstanding citizen. Thanks for having my back. You know I didn't do anything, right? You seem unfazed by this. We were chased through the woods by monsters and you're worried about cops. There are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. I have a feeling that even if we tell Tabitha, Tabitha's not going to believe us. Because literally, like, she probably is just super fucking busy with her job. She just doesn't, like, care. Duke's blood is on my hands, I'm sorry. Can I hang out with you today? What's the plan for today? Is there anything I can do to help out? Say nothing. You know I didn't do anything, right? Does it matter? Some old farmer disappeared after going hunting in the middle of the woods at night. So what? Something like that was bound to happen eventually, and frankly, you're lucky it didn't happen to you. Just don't put anything else on my plate this week, alright? I legitimately feel like she's just not going to believe us. We were chased through the woods by monsters, and you're worried about the cops? Hey, Deviate. Yeah, I'm worried about the cops. And I'm busy. And I don't like talking to them. I'm doing well, Deviate. Just playing Scarlet Hollow. You know, trying to get back into the swing of things. I feel like I don't really care. I feel like there's something going on with Scylla and Tabitha. I don't care enough. Can I hang out with you today? she's gonna say fucking no. At the mines? No. I've got to get to work. But just stay out of trouble today, alright? I'll try and be back by sunset, and I expect you to be here. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Love this game. What traits are you playing with? I am inexplicably hot and I have keen eye. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her. Little frou-frou. Oh. Once again, two great ones. Have you played through it before? I have not. I watched like a little bit of the first episode and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else because I like got interested in it because I watched a little bit of it. And I didn't want to spoil myself. So, the only human in the estate, excuse me, Frou-Frou's right there. Can't wait to watch a first playthrough. It's an epic game. I won't spoil. Oh, thank you. Stella sent me a message. Yes, internet culture wins. Tired cat. It's another tired cat. Hope you're holding up okay. Or as good as you can with all the stuff we saw last night. Yes! I will always send a tired cat, literally. It's either that or like some fucking gif where it's like me getting out of bed. Just like... Or I'm just like, hey, I'm tired. I always romance Stella when I play this game. I love her so much. Honestly, she's a rad gal. I love her. She's really cool. But I know that there's different options, so I want to see who else there is before I'm like, yes, Stella. Was up most of the night, uncrypted forums, no real answers yet. I'm at the library now if you want to join. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm like 100%. I was like, as I was looking at like the community and stuff on Steam. I have scones. Oh my god, scones. Also, mwah! Hi Mamba. Scones. I'll be there in a bit, still waking up after last night. Hell no. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not really feeling up for it today. Scones. Say no more. And that's that. Time to start your day. I wanna investigate the garden. Shit's whack. Fucking. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window. It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. I just love the art style. Like, it feels so alive. I like it. At the very least, you don't see anything now. Hell no, go back inside. No, I want to investigate further. I love this art. It's so good. It's very just like you know, it's got that charm to it where it's like sort of horror written, but it's also really beautiful. You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Take it all in. The garden is peaceful, but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be. The greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect. Its glass clouded and cracked, statues reach out from within seas of weeds, as if begging to be rescued. Oh, I love the descriptions, too. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountain sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces. You notice what a good view someone would have of your window if they stood where you're standing now. Oh yeah, because I think we're up in this window right there. I'm gonna check the ground for clues. What is that, sludge? What is that? You crouch down, pushing aside the greenery to examine the soft earth. Okay, somebody was definitely fucking here. A boot print. A big boot print. And what looks like some kind of viscera. Your thoughts turn to the specter from the night before. You snap a quick photo just in case it comes in handy later. I'm gonna text it to Stella. You send the photo to Stella. Look what I found in the garden across from my window. No way that's Tabitha-sized. Oh, little Frou-Frou. I love Frou-Frou. She's just, like... I like her. She's got sass. You head back inside. Time to figure out what to do with the rest of your day. I'm gonna make a PB&J. PB&J, y'all. Can't go wrong. Sure, Stella might have scones at the library, but scones are later. PB&J is now. You quickly scrape together the ingredients and gobble up a delicious breakfast. And that's that. Head to town. The walk back to town is much less pleasant today than it was yesterday, when you didn't yet know that the woods were full of monsters and strange men who knew your name. You stare anxiously into the darkness between the trees, searching for any signs of movement, but the woods are still, at least for now. Continuing. The autumn-tinged mountains, sprawling for miles in every direction, now feels less like beautiful scenery and more like the walls of a cage. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Jeez, that's creepy! All the more reason to come to the library. Look who I found at library. Said she was up all night thinking about the video. Adding you to a group text. I'm only here because it's quieter than the store. Or was, lol. And I'm trying to figure out what animal that could be. I don't buy into this harbinger of doom stuff. We know what animals they are. They're ditchlings, and they are harbingers of doom. Sounds like they're having fun. Dang, I need those scones. On my way. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. They'll be there soon. Can't wait to solve this mystery. Ditchlings aren't real, Stella. Send a heart emoji. I thought I told you I'm out. Can't wait to solve this mystery. Almost back to town. Continue down the path. Oh, it's Sybil and Avery! Make it to town in one piece. No creatures jumped out at you, no scary men blocked your path. The sight of other people is comforting, helping you forget the things you've witnessed, as if they happened to someone else. Oh hey, Stein! We were just talking about you. I stopped by Sybil's to pick up her new tea blend, and well... You're the biggest thing to come into town since the coal mine. Folks have been absolutely buzzing about you. You went out with Stella last night, right? Did something happen out there? She barely even waved when she walked by. I don't see a reason to lie to Avery. Especially considering, like, Sybil knows what's going on. I'm gonna tell Avery the truth. Stella and I went into the woods to try and find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, they killed Duke and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, whoa, slow down. Duke is dead? It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Bo? Yes, he's taking it as well as you can imagine. I'll be going up to check in on him today, the poor lad. I can't believe you had to see that, Stein. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It always helps me on the bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Stein. See ya, Sybil. Take care now. Take care now, Avery. Zoop! Confidant. Got an achieve for that. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Wait, do you know anything else about the ditchlings? I know you said you didn't know much beyond those stories, but I'm afraid that's still true. But I'm sure that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Stay safe, and God bless. Probably have a bit of time before you're needed at the library. Where should we go? I want to go to the general store. This is the first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the refrigerator, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. Let's not start a conversation like that. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you? Or what you doing on your phone? So if I wanted to buy some chips or something here, do I talk to you, or you can just have some chips if you want? It's not a big deal. Paying for my chips. I'm good. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Take chips. I'm paying for my chips. I insist. Ah, come on. I'm trying to be nice. Wouldn't that be stealing? If Kanika cares about me offering someone some free chips, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. She inherited the store, and I don't want to keep getting suckered into working here just because I'm her brother. We make most of our money on bulk orders anyway. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. I'm gonna tell Kanika about this. I'm good. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Kanika's cool. I'm not gonna steal. I'm not going to steal. It's not stealing if I'm offering them to you, but whatever. Hi, I'm Stein. I just got to town yesterday. I'm Miles. What you doing on your phone? Playing a Dragon Ball game. It's not like it's cool or anything, I'm just killing time. You should leave town. You should get out of town. There are monsters in the woods. I'm serious. Something bad is gonna happen. You should get out of here as soon as possible. You've been talking to my mom too much. See ya, Miles. See ya. Miles's focus turns back to his phone as you leave the general store. Wow. Just browsing. Got an achieve for that. You head towards the diner. Yeah, why not? The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with that tantalizing smell of breakfast. Warn the patrons of the danger. I'm gonna talk to Avery. Coffee date. Ooh! You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before you can exchange words, Winnie slides up a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen. Are you kidding? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time. Maybe I should switch to Sudoku. When he leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me, I won't judge. It's a flirt option, hello? I'm gonna try my tea. You hesitantly take a sip of your tea. It tastes like you're drinking mold that someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. It tastes healthy. You take another sip. You watching? Okay. Hi, Mamba. The flavor is strong and slightly unpleasant. Something that tastes this bad must be good for you. Wow, a lot of folks take to chaga so quickly. It's a fungus that grows on birch around here, supposedly super healthy, and it makes for a challenging drink. You're not flirting with any virtual men, are you? I will do as I please, thank you very much. Color me impressed. Guess we could chat about last night, but I actually came here because I wanted to get to know you. What if you don't believe me about last night? I'm just gonna tell him. You spilled the beans. Glad to have someone to talk about the horrors you've witnessed. Wow. That is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. Monsters in the woods? I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of it. Now that I think about it, when the cops came in for their morning coffee, they mentioned something about going out to the woods to look for someone. It must have been Duke. They seemed so disconnected from it. I figured it couldn't be very serious, but wow. What if the cops are in on it? I don't know how, but they were just so unconcerned. It's suspicious. I don't know. They come in here most days and they've always just seemed bored to me. The worst they usually have to deal with around here is property disputes. I don't think they're used to actual emergencies. At least, that's how it's been as long as I've lived here. Should get out of here before things get any worse. Take me with you. I hadn't pegged you as a transplant. Where are you from? I moved here from Charlotte, gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be a part of. Why'd you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. Nah, it's cool. I was having some issues with my folks about my education, which wasn't great. Especially since I was still stuck under their roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Maybe you're more at home here than you think. Stella really talked up your party yesterday. I don't think she'd have done that if she didn't think you were really part of the town. It could be that you're getting in your head about fitting in. Hey, you know, thanks. I hadn't actually thought about it like that. Take me with you. Let me know if you happen across any leads. We're on the case, but I hardly know where to start. Let me know if you hear anything. Definitely. Aw, man. It looks like my shift is starting. Hopefully the Chaga's had a chance to start working its magic. Diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly half a wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner ready to continue your day. Okay, it's library time. Library. Ooh! Oh, I see them. They're so cute. Little cat. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into a row of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it! Settle in with Stella and Kanika and point to all the books before. No, I'm just gonna settle in. You get over to Stella and Kanika's table and settle in. Scones. You made it. Glad you joined us. Morning. You look tired. Snitch on Miles. I don't think that's gonna like do anything. I'm gonna snitch. Oh, before I forget, I met your brother Miles. When I went to buy some chips, he tried to make me steal them. Stein, you can't just snitch on someone like that. I asked him to cover the store for 1 day, and he can't even be bothered to do that. Typical. I'm paying him, you know. It's no wonder he's chronically unemployed. What? I'm just being honest. Fucking... Anyways, I guess we should get started. Oh! Before I forget, we gotta talk about that photo you sent me this morning. Kanika, check this out. Stein found it in Tabby's garden this morning, right in line of sight of their room. What in the world is that liquid around it? It looks like pus. You think it's Wayne? That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called out Stein by name. And those boot prints match up with the mining getup. Whoa. Apparently I missed a lot last night, huh? I wonder if there's any connection between that guy and what happened in the woods last night. Like what? I mean, I don't have anything specific, but we do have the whole prophecy of impending doom angle to explore. And this photo is weird. I can't stop thinking about those splatters on the ground. If he's sick, maybe it's from creatures you've encountered? Maybe it's from those creatures you've encountered. Who is this stranger? Hey there, strangers! And literal stranger. We won't be strangers for long, I'm Stein. Oh, gosh, hi. I'm Oscar Gutierrez? Am I saying that right? Gutierrez? Gutierrez? I have no clue. Chief librarian, and, only librarian. Stein's in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance is, strong. Not that that's a bad thing. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. Speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart, I'm sure. They're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with those ditchlings in the woods. Ditchlings? That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of them? They're a cryptid, and seeing one's supposed to mean a disaster around the corner. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Oh, this little ditchling drawing. That's so cute. Well, they say history repeats itself. Oh, hold on. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried or something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Aw, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. I believe in the supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. A man's already dead. It's nothing we can't get to the bottom of. I'd say a man's already dead. I'd say it's plenty reasonable to play it safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine. Really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Stein, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. Alright. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Appalachian folk monsters. Reading is for suckers. The work for you. No. Veins of Scarlet. A history of the Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy. Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to the bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country, Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was built. That was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the death of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. Oh yeah, because like the whole thing, I want to say back in like the 1900s was that there was child labor, but we don't have it now because there's laws that prohibit, I think children under, I think it's either 14 or 16 from working, because like, that's child abuse. Casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Okay, see you later, Mamba. Silas Scarlet, Soldiers, Woodsman, Leader. Sure. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own 2 hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus, he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow, now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus cat. Ooh. Tommyknockers. Taily-po, small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. Cat-like creature with a loud howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Ooh. Often linked to Cherokee legends, some cite the Wampus cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought vengeance against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and, by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of their region from its evil. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidding hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares goes against tradition. Tommyknockers. Ooh, this is one I actually know. It's like an old folklore myth that there's these like creatures in mines that will pretty much just like knock on like the walls. And I'm not sure if they do it just because they think it's funny or if it's like a bad omen or something, but here, let's read. Tommyknockers originate in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in Appalachian mines. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. Yeah, no, they do it for evil reasons. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Oh, actually, it's benevolent. Never mind. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supports of mines and collapse. Okay, well, these guys are just trolls, I guess. Collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. Explore Taily-po, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick, and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail, shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this'll have to do, he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across the wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my Talibo." A high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. "Go away!" he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long nails dragging across hard wood accompanying its movements. "I want my Talibo." The creature growled again. "I'll get my dog after you," the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. "I want my Talibo." Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney, standing alone in the woods. You're done here. I think there's like a book series, like I think it's called like Scary Stories to Read in the Dark or something. And I just remember being like a kid in elementary school and having that read to me, and it just, I don't know, something about it just like created a visceral fear in me of stuff like that. Like, obviously I'm older now, so it doesn't really matter as much, but I was just like, oh. As a kid I was like, oh, that's so fucking scary. And close the book and put it back. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Oh! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps under the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Aw, hey Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. I'm gonna leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on our usual haunts. Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. Oh, come on. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after its parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch, which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. That's totally not fucking... That's not worrying at all. Just that there might be a bomb. Somewhere in fucking Scarlet Hollow. Jesus. Jeez. Right. It's conventional explosive disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. I have no idea if I, like, am fucking up voices here, but I'm pretty sure Oscar has, like, more of a gravelly voice, and I'm just not doing well. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Absolutely not. Also, Girlsboro is almost 400 miles from here. I think we're good. I'm just saying, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know, there could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. Do you think there's a cult here? You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think that there's, like, a cult here? Some sort of weird ritual. Maybe the ditchlings were, like, summoned. A lot of folks here feel tense and closed off. I'm gonna say those cops. Those cops were awfully suspicious last night. Really weird combination of being dismissive and trying to pin things on me. I don't know, it just feels like a cover-up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm not sure they really have it in them to be a part of a cult. Definitely. I don't think they're capable of putting in the effort. Talk about veins of Scarlet. So about the coal mine here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I can never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Stella! Bro! me and my stupid monkey brain, just neuron activation. What happened after the mine collapse? Book just kind of glosses over that. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. No offense or anything! I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in, though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. A union-busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what the sculptures out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1918. The teacher loves to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it, or whatever. Low bar, if you ask me. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks, he pulled. Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? No, I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. Oh! That's what that fucking picture is! Oh, yo! It's the dude from, what is it? Magical... I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. No, but I know this dude from that fucking anime. It's so fucking sad. And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall. He got off easy, if you ask me. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. Honestly, that sounds like one of the most plausible explanations we've had so far. What about the ditchlings? I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines. Maybe it infected Wayne, and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Yeah, that could work. Talk about Silas Scarlet. So Silas Scarlet. Yeesh. I figured old money from the south wouldn't be great, but he sure did some things to get where he was, huh? That book is a perfect example of why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on a subject. Yep, dude was a monster. The mines made a lot of money during the Civil War, too, and you can probably guess which side a North Carolinian business owner would be working for. Sorry, you're related to him. This is like fucking generational trauma coming up, just being like, yeah, your dad, your grandfather and your grandmother were fucking awful. Just letting you know. Like, oh man. You think the ditchlings are here for retribution? That seems tenuous. Assuming Kanika's mom is right, they're here as an omen, not because they're going to do something themselves. And I think we know how I feel on the matter. I'm gonna talk about the folk monsters. So, Appalachian folk monsters. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers? Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? Do you think Wayne is a Tommyknocker? Maybe he's the ghost of a dead miner? There's something seriously wrong with that guy, and we should definitely look into it, but I don't think he's a ghost. Yeah, ghosts tend to be tied to a specific place, though maybe he's haunting the whole town? He's not a ghost because ghosts aren't real. I've also seen him, like, touch stuff. My mom used to tell me that Taily Poe story back when I was little. Can't believe I forgot that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Taily Poe. The one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Sorry, I'm just making sure that we're all good stream-wise. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. Still though, would've been cool. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Taily Poe. I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Wampus Cat kinda sounds like they could be mountain lions. Voiced like a woman crying out, somewhere between person-sized and cat-sized. Definitely. They are 100% mountain lions. Kanika, you know there are no mountain lions up here. I thought you were supposed to be a skeptic. But the myths are old, right? Mountain lions didn't go extinct in the Appalachians that long ago. Those legends just haven't died off yet. Almost every cryptid can be tracked down to either a hoax or someone getting confused about a perfectly normal animal. Sometimes both. Bigfoot, for instance, started as a prank, then folks saw bears walking around on their hind legs and got freaked out, and now here we are. You'll eat those words when I get the first clear footage of a Bigfoot. If you manage that, I will print out a piece of paper that says Bigfoot isn't real and literally eat it. I promise. I'm holding you to it. Let's move on. I'm worried about Rosalina. Fucking 13-year-old kid just like goes and does whatever. No. If I was allowed to do whatever the fuck I wanted at age 13, my parents would literally kill me. Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? If there's a missing kid in town, that's probably way more important than whatever else we'd be doing. Just to clarify, I don't think she's missing. She's just out with her friends and ignoring her poor old man. Not that I don't appreciate your concern. His voice changes so much. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know where we'd look aside from the old Maxwell place. What do teens even like to do these days? You don't have to worry about checking up on her. There. I'm going there myself once I've finished shelving. Just let me know if you run into her while you're out. There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop? We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? It's that one fucking meme. Just right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. You little pixel looking at me so sleepy. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. And hey, maybe we'll luck out and run into Rosalina while we're looking around. Okay, good. And hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it. I get it. I'm the hot one and you're the planners. We all have roles to play here. For the record, this wasn't my idea. I'm gonna be a little snotty. I get it. I'm the hot one and you're the planners. We all have roles to play here. You're funny. I'm glad you're on board. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never know we were there. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Reese. Y'all keep talking about this Reese character, and I'm just like, Where? When? When will I meet him? Where? I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad. The poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Stein. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. Oh, I love Gretchen. Gretchen's so cute. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. I love how Stella is carrying Gretchen. Reese! It's Stella! I brought some buddies, too. Shh! Not so loud! He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Stein would get along super well, too. Hi, I'm Stein, Vivian's kid. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Reese's mom turns back into the house, sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses the both of you two. She sighs again, as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can figure out. And y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Stein. That would be great. I can bring a side dish, maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? Hi, Eldritch. No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Hello! Okay, I'll bring soda, then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda, nothing with caffeine, ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know how they have those therapy dogs in a hospital? No dogs. What traits are we working with? I'm inexplicably hot and I have keen eye. But thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Yeah, real nice. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking in place can be heard from within. Ugh, that's worrying. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese? Yes, actually, it's my first playthrough. I watched a little bit of it because I wanted to see what it was about, but I didn't want to spoil myself too much, and now I'm playing it. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. Whoa. What is going on with your eyes, Kanika? I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take too long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Stein. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. I feel like I don't want to snoop too much into Stella's like personal life. If I do like a second run through, I'll definitely try and see what's up with her, but I want to ride with Kanika. Mystery van. Gotta achieve for that. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. Ooh. Oh god, she's so pretty. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Ooh, I love those nails. I'm sorry, I'm just like noticing all the fine details about this character. She's so pretty. Thanks for indulging us in that little diversion. Reese's mom is scary. I don't think either Stella or I have seen the guy outside of his house for years. I've seen him in person maybe 5 or 6 times in as many years. Played through a bunch, so finding babies first time is always fun for me. Aww. Yes, it's definitely very interesting. Like oh my god, Nick's really gorgeous. I like went to explore the gardens and found like Wayne's footprint. I was like, ooh, mystery. And that was always in his house and with his mom right there the whole time. No one even knows what he's sick with. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health, no matter what his mom says. So you think I'm cute? I'm kidding. So his parents died in a car crash, didn't they? Does Stella have a thing with cars? What's exactly going on with Reese? What's up with your brother? I'm gonna ask what's up with your brother. He's just difficult. Have you ever had someone in your life who just can't seem to get their act together, no matter how much you try to help them? Damn. Are we gonna talk about this right now? Like, because I know a few people in my life, particularly. No matter how much you try to help them, sometimes it feels like I can't trust him with the smallest bit of responsibility without him leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, he's family, and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Can you please drive out of town, like, right now? Do you have any other theories on what's going on, aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of them. Well, no, but I do now. I feel like I learn things from games more than I did in, like, high school. Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. Those things were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions. But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. I like how that's an option. Just like, can you drive out of town, like, right now? Just leave. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Jeez, sorry, I had to, like, mute a sneeze. Oh. It's definitely one of those dad sneezes where it just fucking hurts your back. Jeez. Yeah, this wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top of my class, might I add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store? That's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Do you like a fun fact about Kanika? It's a tiny bit spoiler, but it's also not really. Sure? Give it to me. Maybe I'll go back next semester. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. No! We're not going with that option. Unless, okay, it's an explorer. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't know if my dad is dead. I don't actually know if my dad is dead. You're funny. You'd be a great vet. Chase your dreams. I'm sure they'll be okay without you. Shouldn't wait on other people's permission to live your life. So true. So fucking true. Oh my god. Spitting facts. Helping your family like this is admirable. Maybe you should stay here. Do you really think you're going to go back and finish school? If you're good enough friends with her, you can make plans with her to drive out of town. Oh, I see. I don't know what to say to her, because, like, these are all really good options. But, like, there is a really big thing with her, and that's she feels like she has a responsibility to her family, even though, like, I'm sure they would be okay without her. Like, she wants to go and live her life. Honestly, I'm gonna go with this one. Mantra. Like, you shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. A little harsh, but I guess you're not wrong. I suppose it's hard to think about what I want with other people relying on me like this. Yeah, it's a whole ordeal with her where people are relying on her. There is like the whole town as it stands is relying on her because she's the one running the general store, and it's not like she could just pack up her stuff and leave. because for sure Miles isn't going to take care of it, and she just said her mom isn't up for running the store, so like, oof. That's a big ol' oof. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Not a lot of people here share your perspective. So, what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. I just find it a little weird that his mom hasn't brought any outside doctors, at least not any I'm aware of. I've seen so many options about the Forsyths in general, you have no idea. Yeah. No, I definitely plan on playing through this. Like, when every single episode comes out, I definitely plan on playing through this with, like, different, like, skill sets, just to see what I can, like, find. Because it's, like, such an interesting game, and I feel like you can't ever see everything unless you go through all of, like, the character model sets for it. It would just be, like, a giant fucking stream. I'm so excited. I mean, she's a doctor, but if your kid's been housebound for this many years, you'd think it was something you put a lot more effort into fixing. I don't know, I'm probably just projecting or something. That's rough. Yep. Does Stella have a thing with cars? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with the cops last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked her about it last night, too. I was wondering if there's more to it than just, like, not liking them. There's a chart someone made in the Discord to keep track of which pairs you've done. It's super helpful for me, plus I can make little headshots of all my NCs. Yeah. Definitely. No, like, I want to play through everything. I want to see, like, the entirety of Scarlet Hollow. It's really cool. Just, like, every character is interesting in their own right. Not liking them. Wait, she actually got into a car last night. She must have been really freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. She was in the car too, just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Has she seen someone? Like a therapist? Yeah, that's like deep-rooted fucking trauma. Like, Jesus. Good luck finding a therapist within walking distance of Scarlet Hollow. Fuck. It's fine. Everything's fine. What are you talking about? I totally don't have trauma from cars. I don't think that's something Stella go for anyway. She likes to solve her own problems. I know, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to ask for help. It really doesn't. I really want to ask this. Can you please drive me out of town? Like right now? We could both just leave and go somewhere far away from here, where neither of us need to worry about ditchlings or cataclysmic events. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's no way I'm crossing Tabitha like that. The fact that she brought you here is a big deal. She doesn't see people. She doesn't have guests. You've been here. You being here has gotta mean something to her. And if she found out I was the one who drove you out of town, which she would, there's no telling what might happen. The Scarlets still hold a lot of sway in this town, even if your cousin's all that's left of them. And hey, I don't think there's a lot to worry about yet. The ditchlings are just some weird animal, right? If we just stay out of the woods, I'm sure we'll be fine. Just drive out of It's that fucking meme where it's like, stay in Scarlet Hollow? Fucking leave! So, you think I'm cute? Oh no, I hope you forgot I said that. Sorry, I know I must have seemed pretty forward. Sometimes I just get a little flustered around new people. Especially if those people are cute and standing right outside my bedroom door in the middle of the night. You don't have to apologize, I'm into it. You're really cool. I wish I had more time to get to know you. That sounds like I'm gonna fucking die. Please don't do it again. You're good, just don't do it again. I'm gonna do you're really cool. I wish I had more time to talk to you. For real? Thanks. That's really nice of you to say. We do have some time though. A week can feel pretty long if you spend it with the right person. I heard that line in a movie. Sorry if it sounded hideously romantic. I'm not good at coming up with this stuff myself. Oh my god. Ah! Sorry, I'm banging on my desk. But the point remains, even if we only have a week, there's still enough time for us to really get to know each other. Sick, sick, sick. Alright. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know yet. I want to see everybody. She is, like, so fucking gorgeous. I love her character design. It's really good. You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Absolutely. Gotcha. All the way. But I also want to see everybody before I make, like, a decision. Stella's probably going to be another couple of minutes. Just you. You just see her like slide into frame. I fucking love like I fucking love novel-like games because it's just like they just like move characters. It's so funny. Oh yeah, no, Gretchen's just splayed out. It's like bleh. Hey y'all, how was the ride? Oof, I'm gonna put Gretchen down for a sec. Did you run here? Oh my god! Yep, felt like getting a run-in. I didn't want to keep you all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? The bubber. No pupper. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love Gretchen. Gretchen's so cute. Oh my god. Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people? I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Yeah, because you like crevasses, as you said in the library. Abby has so much fun with all the Gretchen sprays. Absolutely! Look at her! It's so cute! Oh my god! Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or too many. Ooh. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm going to find my cousin. Hell no. Hell no. We're not going to find Tabitha. Fuck that. I love how Stella and Gretchen are inseparable. They have such a beautiful relationship. Little therapy dog. I love people who have just like such a good bond with like a pet. I don't know, just it makes me happy. I like it. It's so cute. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? Very good potato. Absolutely. You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on on their first date? Oh my god, I thought you never ask. Whoa! Do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. I take it I'm the one going in? Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? It's probably for the best, Stein. Oh, oh, she's so pretty. I'm definitely doing several runs of this game. I'm sorry, there's no way that I'm not, like, committing to a full fucking series. Ugh. I can't wait for, like, the rest of the episodes to come out. Jesus. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Stella is too, but, like... You're good, Kanika. I've got this. Bruh, I have over 120 plus hours in this game. I'm right here with you. Amazing. Awesome. You'll do great. Here's those earbuds I mentioned earlier. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mine. Oh! Just the way that everything looks. I love cross-hatching, by the way. Like, this is so nice. Like, the trees, like, the shadows and stuff. It's really good. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. Nope, can't hear you, sorry. Yep. Very funny. All hand drawn, that shit blows my mind. Amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I think I came across that while looking through, like, the community tab. No, not an ad! Wow. I guess it's a good time to say, hey, you should subscribe to the channel so ads don't break your gaming experience. Coming through crystal clear on my end. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. Alright, let's enter. We pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Ooh. I'm in. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of Scarlet Hollow. Okay, yep. Approach the nearest group of mine. I'm in. I'm just gonna say that. I think it's funny. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. Approach the nearest group of miners. Go to the main office. Go straight to the main office and find your cousin. No, I'm gonna approach miners. Ooh. You approach the nearest group of miners. A blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. I'm free! Whee! All I can think of is that gift of Lemongrab. He's like tearing off his clothes. Fucking, I'm free! Your uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zach. I'm assuming it's Zach. You got a reason to be bothering us? Seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? Like, weird animal sightings? Nope. You've been talking to that townie. The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Wait, are they talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Oh. Stella is very well known, apparently. Yep, that's me, alright. And, aw, that's so sweet. But, you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be, I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Maybe it's that global warming then. Boy. I think they're calling it climate change now. Out here ready to gaslight like a girl was. Dude, seriously. What's your problem, man? Look at you. Any knocking in the mines? Have you heard any knocking in the mines? Can't barely hear nothing when the machines are going down there. He's right. It's loud as shit. It does sound like knocking, though. The way the machines pound through the rocks. Not sure if that's what you were thinking. You're not asking about Tommy knockers, are you? Tommy what knows? Tommy knockers. They're like an old Welsh smith. Little guys that live in mines and knock on the walls before they collapse. Huh, nothing like that around here. Weird noises coming from the woods. Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night, though it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. He really out here being a triple G threat, guys. Fucking gaslight gatekeep girl boss. He's so grumpy too, look at him! Oh my gosh. People getting sick? Like, more than usual? No, nothing like that. I feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in the mines, and our health is wholly looked after. Holy looked after. Doing something unholy. I got a couple other questions. Ask them about Wayne. So I met this guy on the bus. No, we're not talking about bus guy. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. Oof. He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. Why are you talking about him in the past tense? I met him last night. Ooh, that's a reaction. Like, all of these are reactions. Look at that. Good question. Wait, what? No way. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, Well, I guess he ain't. And he hasn't even skipped town, huh? Pretty unexpected turn of events, if you ask me. What a relief. Thought something awful happened to the poor guy. Ooh. Wait, is Wayne actually dead? And he is like a Tommy knocker? Or like a ghost? What do you think happened to him? What are you? Some sort of cop? Yeah, I'm a cop. No. Just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Zax. Come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. Yeah, no, they know something. Gatekeeping. Goddamn. Fucking. I just want to know about Wayne, man. Wayne's cool looking. Miners pack up their things and leave. Maybe it was just me, but they seemed to think Wayne was dead, right? It wasn't just you. Don't worry about the miners storming off like that. That's some pretty good info. Approach another group of miners, regroup with the others. Let's approach another group. Flash of movement in your periphery stops you in your tracks. There's something lurking in the shadows to your right, and against your better judgment, you turn to face it. Yep, here he is! Oh my god.
You shouldn't be here. It's dangerous.
Should I attack him? Stop stalking me, fucking weirdo. Why are you following me? Do you need help? Was that you in the garden this morning? Ghost! Fucking. Was that you in the garden this morning?
You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of the danger. This is all I ask.
Why are you obsessed with me? Baka! Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey Stein, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you.
What?
Bruh. Bye, Wayne. See you later. Oh, don't mind me, and our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. You okay? You told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Okay. Sorry, my roommate just walked in. She gave me chalky milk. Thank you, roommate. I'm opening the chocolate milk. I know I'm gonna wait to drink this. It's very important. You are right, it's very important. Anyways. Okay. Hydrate or die straight. Damn. Why are lids of stuff so fucking hard for me to open? I got weak little noodle arms, everybody. Ah, okay, well, I'll try again later. The plot thickens. That means we are on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Stein, we've got your back. I'm gonna approach another group. Ooh. Look at these guys. Hey there. Can we help you with something? You know of a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket? Just like yours. Wayne, just like yours says Smith. So do all of our jackets. But if I switch with Isaac's, that don't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town creeping on strangers and ignoring his friends and co-workers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Yikes. Do you think? No. No way. Just saying. He wasn't exactly the first fella to fall for her, charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. You fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Wait, no. Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa, now. If you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. No, I'm gonna press you. Come on, don't dangle something like that. I'm trying to open the chocolate milk again. Come on! It's not budging. Okay. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I want to try and talk to one last group of miners. I need to talk to Tabitha about some stuff. No, let's talk to some miners. To some more people. Because I feel like we're pressing people and they're just like, nah. We ain't telling you shit. I'm like, but you gotta. Please. Good luck. Sneak, sneak. Going around asking questions, huh? You don't like the look from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh ho ho! He got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why? You seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have. And nobody in camp's seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. Oh my god, it's fucking Tabitha. The thought of a strapping young man like that with the sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Well, who else but Tabitha? Anyway. Oh my god, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. You noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happen in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Weird animal sightings? Saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor. It was an egg. There were things in the woods, laying eggs in the animals. I knew it! Knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in the woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country, even if we've carved it into its pieces. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folk come and sort out what's going on out there. Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousin in Asheville, just to be on the safe side. Noise from the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sort of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be. Might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I'll tell you. Friend is right. It was probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. No, it was a ditchling. It's probably a ditchling. Portent of doom. Oh, what now? Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claimed she saw one once. That's why she always had such bad luck. I guess it's not just my mom. Knocking in the mines? You asking us if we heard the Tommyknockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All of us who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommyknockers. What a nuisance. Always stealing my hammers. It's true. I had a pickaxe stolen too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm going to wind up going down with you, aren't I? People getting sick? I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. It's all on that front. Sure. What do you think of Tabitha? Two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place, alright. Tell that to the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is, a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are gonna have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it. But a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. Stein, I think we got a problem. Ah! Oh my god, you scared me. What the hell are you doing here? Ah, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Stein. And that's our cue. Barnus. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in the estate and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? And what is that ridiculous thing doing in your ear? Are you trying to record my employees? Are you trying to record me? Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground. Typical phone-addicted city dweller. Ugh. Gah. And I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look. I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the estate as soon as my meeting wraps up. You please do that for me. You were dating Sam Wayne? What happened to him? Excuse me? I'm not dating anybody. I don't even know a Sam Wayne. Whoever's been telling you this is clearly trying to spread rumors to hurt my character. Who said that? I want names. Tate, Johnson, and Isaacs. Tabitha, he's been following me. Why? How should I know? I don't know what these people told you, but I'm sure it's all bullshit. I don't involve myself with their lives. You think a bunch of miners on break are just going to be honest with a random stranger that wanders into their camp? You're more naive than I thought. I need to get to my meeting. Just stay here until I come get you, and do not move a muscle. Oh, and if you don't want to be followed by some weirdo, just stay home. Tabitha rushes off to her meeting. You stoop to the ground and pick up Kanika's earbuds. Sorry I wasn't able to give you a better warning. You good? I'm like struggling to open this fucking chocolate milk, guys. Ah! Just want my chocolate milk. Yeah, I'm good. It's Tabitha. Rosalina! You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. Oh, like that isn't totally fucking suspicious. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina? Yep, you most definitely did. Would offer assistance, but it would probably be a bit. Yeah. No, you're okay, Eldridge. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. I'm just gonna go with that option, because I think it's so funny to say.
Baby crimes. She's being a delinquent.
Please! Just want chocolate milk. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. That little bone hand. Ah, ditchling! Look at this motherfucker. It's creepy. Rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fading in the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. These damn kids and their mines. Little Scrunkle! Look at him! Little Scrunkly! She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like hundreds of years ago. After a collapse that killed over— ooh, I can hear the ditchlings like whisper, whisper, whisper. After a collapse that killed over 100 people? And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. Fucking me. I was the type of person to just like stay home, watch like movies, and be on the internet. I did not go to like parties at all. I probably should have, but I just didn't. Guess we should go after her, right? Maybe we should just wait outside? No, we are not waiting outside. I would just stay home and disassociate in my room. Bruh. Homies right there. I never did anything like this. Haha, yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I poked my head in there a few times. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Stein and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Stella, my darling, you've earned a lifetime ban. A few times does not cut it. It's fucking true. It's fucking true. She's the Scrunkle, not the ditchlings. She's the Scrunkle. Even if it means I have to go underground. I I'm struggling with this chocolate milk. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna struggle for the rest of the stream. I'm struggle busing, guys. Oh! Gretchen! Little baby! Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. I'm gonna call her. Pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Ah, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like he'll listen. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around for you. Courtesy call. I'm just gotta achieve for that. I swear to God. Sorry, but my mind's made up. You hang up the call. Okay, get away, ditchling. Go back to the forest, fucking weirdo. Take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mines. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. TiVo names are so funny, I love it. It's really good. I got last one. I got an achievement for having Tabitha smile at us. It's just like one of those like really uncomfortable smiles. You're like, why are you like this? It was pretty fun. Those pearly whites, I think is what it was called. Oh no, it was that damn smile, yeah. Inside the mine. Okay, the ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat.
Maybe if I use a napkin, my troubles will go away. Give me the chalky milk! I demand!
Nope. Why do bottles have to suck so much? Fine. I'll just die, I guess. Hunt over. I love it when you're playing with Hot and it's like, damn, I see trademark smile isn't genetic. Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. Painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Hey, you made it. I told you they would. I just needed a sec. I just wanted to make a quick call and give Tabitha the 411. Are you kidding me? I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get through to you, Stein, but that woman is not to be trusted. Well, what matters is that the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Press on. Fine, I'll just... Ad. Fucking... Gotta love Twitch, guys. Gotta love Twitch. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Cold dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are always way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say the minor miners? Deafening interruptions. Dude, I think on Twitter, it was like a while ago, I was like, why the fuck are your ads so loud? And I added Twitch. I was like, what the fuck? Stella, you can't just joke like that, bro. You know, I was like, Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Man, I want to be like that. Just fucking Visiting abandoned shit and being like, hey spirits, what up? It's your boy. I can't believe you'd come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Could never play Phasma with Stella, she would trigger so many. No, yup, absolutely. Hands down. Again. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Ooh. That was interesting. Oh my god. What was that? Mine's going to collapse and we're all going to die here, aren't we? They are. They really are so good. I love the expressions. Stella sighs longingly. That didn't sound like anything that was bad. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into the depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Little bats! Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? It's gotta be Tommy knockers, right? Might I suggest TTA for your next playthrough? It's one of my favorite quirks. Oh, talk to animals? I was thinking of it, but the gal that I watched play this chose the talk with animals feat, and I was like, I want to do something different. But definitely, I will do that for my next playthrough. I bet Gretchen and Pixel and Frou Frou have so much to say. I'm still trying to open up the chocolate milk, guys. I cannot be stopped. You know, maybe it is. I think there might have actually been something down here, and I just missed it the first time around. Okay, no. Tommyknockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? Yeah, Gab Smolders. I watched, like, a little bit of the first episode, and then that's what got me interested. I was like, ooh, I want to play this. She's honestly just, like, really calm. I love just, like, listening to her stuff and, like, falling asleep to it. It's wonderful. Love to spend some extra time poking around here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. 3 of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommyknockers. Came from this way. Follow me. Follow Stella. Fucking let's go. You can Nico follow Stella further into the mine. Fucking teenage kids. Fucking look at them. Look at all of them. Weirdos. What are you doing in a mine? Doesn't overhype jump scares and stuff. Little nerds. Look at them. Yeah, definitely. I think that's why I like watching her so much. She's just like, oh, whatever. Or like, Jesus. Or just swears. It's hilarious. I'm like trying my hardest to open up this fucking bottle of milk. I wish I had like a rubber band. You know the rubber band trick? Honestly, I don't forget because I've watched them play like games together. Pops up in a video. Yeah, definitely. I watched him play Observation Duty on his channel with her, and they're so cute together. I love them. They're great. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stare at you with annoyance. What the hell are you doing here? What the hell are you doing here? You creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. Are you 5? I'm 15, you loser. Who even are you? That's Stein, Tabby's cousin. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. Can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. This kid's 13 and is hanging out in a fucking mine. Bro. Yeah, I fucking hate Becca. I hate Becca already. It's not even just the voice that I'm doing for Becca. I hate Becca. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. She's a grade A brat, bro. Oof. Oh no. I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever. It's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it. What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Wow. Oh my god. Should just let the kids have their fun. These kids want to make bad decisions, that's on them. If this is what y'all do for fun around here, maybe the ditchlings were kind of inevitable. No, Miles, don't try to twist this on your sister. You're down here drinking with kids as young as 13. That's messed up. Whatever. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. We're perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need a bunch of sad 20-something telling us where we can be or what we can do. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but there are studies about something called like learned helplessness or something along those lines, where people will purposefully perform tasks poorly so they won't be asked to do it. Doing a bad job. Weaponized incompetence, I think is what you're looking for. So like Miles is just weaponizing like incompetence to get out of doing things for sister. Yeah. Learned helplessness I think is a bit different because like if you don't know something, you don't know something. Yeah. No, he's a jerk. Sad 20-somethings? Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyway, my dad is actually a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this area because there wasn't enough coal left. Not because it was dangerous or anything, so we can hang out here anytime we want. The fucking smile! The fucking smile! We got it again! Let's go! Correction! Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. What? Mood! Oh shit. Oh, hey Tabby. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Dude, I'm sorry. Teens going into a fucking mine that has been boarded up since like fucking 100 years ago because there was literally a cave-in where like 100+ people died. There's no way I'm not gonna call the person that is supposed to be running the facility because there's fucking teens digging around in the caves. Like, I'm responsible. 100%. I'm very responsible. Aw, come on! This place is way sturdy. Check it out. Jesus. Teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh! Was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out! You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill. And smart, too. Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I fucking hate her. I fucking hate her. Look at her. Look at her stupid little face. Fucking bitchy ass teen. I went to school with people who fucking act like her. It's annoying as shit. Oh my gosh. Headlong into danger. Can't believe I actually agree with Taba about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Aw, come on, guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. I used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation. What with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear her to shreds. Tabitha shoots back a furious glare. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, like, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? Can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. Just wish he would be honest with me and tell me that's what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. Ugh. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyways. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know? I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. You're right, Oscar should treat you more like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. Yeah, no. At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it isn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar is lying to you. Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There are no such things as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there's no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. I would be mid-panic attack with how long this conversation was going. No, like, here's the thing. I'm fine with, like, going into abandoned places as long as I have, like, people with me. But if this was, like, a fucking conversation that I was having in a fucking mine, of all places, hell no. Get me the fuck out of there. I'm done. Like, we're not having this conversation. Y'all can go outside. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. Under the sky, children, please. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black on, or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. You have no sense of self-preservation. I want you out of here, Stella. Aw, come on, Tabby. You can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody is going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You are all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. You hear something over the sound of Stella pleading with Kanika and Tabitha. Something like the shuffling of feet on stone and the whispering mischievous teens. Bruh. These motherfuckers. Look at them. Bunch of hoodlums. You turn to see Becca and Alexis gone and Rosalina anxiously hovering in front of a small tunnel in the cavern wall. She freezes as you notice her. Stop arguing, you knuckleheads. The teens are slipping away. You unscrunkle, young lady. Exactly. Wait, what? Rosalina, don't go in there. Becca and Alexis, stop trying to get us all killed. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna hang back. Whatever. I knew you weren't cool enough to hang out with us, Rosalina. Come on, Alexis. We'll have more fun without her. That fucking face. I hate Becca. Oh, alright. I love the fact that you're just in my chat. Becca! Are you kidding me? Rosalina, what were you thinking? What were they thinking? I don't know. I'm sorry. Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika. Maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneaking off. I noticed them sneak off, and like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Yeah. Dang, I always wonder where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. I'll sneak into your minds. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this mess. But no. There just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca shouts back from the other end of the tunnel. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Also, sorry, Rosalina. I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever. Come on, Alexis. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Stein. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. Can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. Man, Zane, you're like the most mature out of these guys. Would you believe me if I'm still... if I said I'm still trying to open the fucking chocolate milk? Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. What about you, girl? Me when the Scarlet Hollows. You'll get it one day. Thanks, Eldritch. Thanks for believing in me. Hello, mayhaps. We are playing the Scarlet Hollow. You! Oh my god. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Maybe I could help you get Becca and Alexis to leave. Don't make me ask twice. They'll be fine, Rosalina. I think your dad would kill me if we let you stay down here any longer. Okay, can I at least wait outside? Yeah, we can wait outside together. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Aw, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Tabitha sighs. Ugh. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine, I won't waste my time arguing. We could all just leave. Do I have to come with you? Stella, don't push Tabitha's boundaries like that. Don't push Stella away like that. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. Yeah, don't do that. Don't push Stella away like that. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. Ugh. Not you too. I said she could tag along, didn't I? What's the big deal? It's alright, Stein. Tabby's just a bit of a curmudgeon. Do I have to come with you? It's been like a stalk the Scarlet Hollow category on Twitch for streams. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's definitely like a small cult following, I feel like, around this game, which is great. It's very fun to see people active in my chat. I normally just play Minecraft. I finally got the chocolate milk! Let's go! Oh my god, sweet, sweet chocolate milk. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Yes, you're safer with me than you are leaving with those three. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I wanted to watch some other people play it. Yeah, totally get it. There's a lot of like different options with like the character stuff. Totally understand. Aw, don't worry, Stein. It'll be fun. And safe. Totally safe. Definitely not. We are definitely not in an abandoned mine that could possibly collapse at any minute. I'm inexplicably hot, and I have keen mind. I'm sure that's exactly what you told them last night, and we all know how that ended. Through the other 2 chapters, would definitely suggest joining the Black Tabby Discord. It's full of amazing people. Oh, definitely. I would love to see how the game's doing. Thanks for the rec. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger here any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Haha, yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. Oh, Gretchen. No. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. Beloved. Look at her! She's so cute. Bubbers, you're so cute. For sure. We won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Tell Alexis I'm sorry. Kanika, Miles, Zane, and Rosalina head towards the entrance of the mine, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. Chip. I just love seeing like the little details. It's really nice. Glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Oh. Yeah, no, seriously, just fucking left the snack. And the lantern! They left a perfectly good fucking lantern! Ventured deeper into the mine. So 3 of you move deeper into the mine. You hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. But Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Aw, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. Can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. I like the River Runner video. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? That face. That fucking face. I mean, not yet. But I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Thanks, Stella. Meat Rice? That's a big deal. They're on like every big podcast. Is this just a jab at fucking HelloFresh? I just thought of that. Meat Rice, HelloFresh. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all of the things she said tonight. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. You've seen how she's treated everyone tonight except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinion bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. You do care. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. It's not like they have anything to say about me. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Really don't like that knocking. Calm down, Alexis. It's just mind sounds. Did you see that? No? It was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. Becca, I swear, I saw something. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yeah, I'm familiar with all of the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here, where everything joins back up. What did they see? Tommyknockers. It's not Tommyknockers. They're probably just jumping at their own shadows. You said it yourself, Stella. As soon as they got deeper into the mine, their bravado in the face of authority would vanish into a puff of smoke. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Those poor kids. I have no sympathies for their terror. They've brought this upon themselves for trespassing in my mine and making me come down here. I'm sure they're just as upset that you came down here as you are. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper in the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Becca, we need to leave. This isn't fun anymore. This is plenty fun. I bet you're only saying that because you want to hang out with that dorky crush of yours. She's just an 8th grader. Becca, this isn't about Rosalina. I know you can hear that knocking. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below, and it sounds like they're still down there. Ah, young love. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella, you got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls to the ladder and disappears over its edge. Dude, this... Fuck no. Like, can you fucking imagine that this is all that's fucking holding up this entire room? Alright, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. Yeah, no, fucking hell nah. Follow them into the pit. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Ooh, that was a good shot. I like that. Hey, kids. Look at her. She's like a little baby goth, but she's fucking annoying. Bruh. Oh, great. The adults are here. Thanks, Alexis. Real nice. Hot topic infant. Oh yeah, for sure. Alexis, you're so much braver than you think. You don't need to let Becca kick you around. Excuse you? No, excuse you, Becca. I don't want to be down here. I don't want to hang out with you. I just want to leave, and I'm going to do that right now. Whatever. Ugh. This isn't fun anymore. Fine, we'll leave. Then do it. Leave. Now. Whoa, good job. Becca and Alexis move towards the ladder. The black chamber before you draws your focus. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. Step forward. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. Walk towards it. You don't hear it, you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Stein? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. The background. Stein! Stein, are you alright? Oh, thank God. You're alive. It looks like you had a seizure or something. Then you and Tabby just conked out. Oh, they move. They move. That I'm pretty sure that's a fucking eye. I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves where you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm getting the kids out of here, and then I'm going to get you some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Oh, she's crying. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Ooh, that Tommy knockers. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions. Your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Oh, look at them. Oh, look at them little scrunkies. Can't help but notice the timber struts around you trembling, as if they were being struck by invisible blows with each knock. They're all that stands between you and the many tons of rock overhead, and they suddenly seem terribly fragile. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Am I the only one who saw ghosts just now? I mean, maybe they were ghosts. That knocking's getting closer. We're leaving. The entire cabin shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder. Climb like hell. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who spent her entire life working around coal mines. Follow her. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and winding passageways of the mine. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. Push through. And there it is. Freedom. That was interesting. You and Tabitha managed to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Pro babysitter! Just got a cheat for that. Holy shit, you're okay. Thank God. And everyone's accounted for. That was a surprisingly close call. We could have all died in there. What did you weirdos do? Everything was fine until you adults showed up. Becca, shut up. What did you just say to me? I said you should shut up. I'm sick of your two-faced bullshit. They didn't almost get us killed down there. You did. And now you're trying to pass it off on whoever else you can. It's just the cherry on top of this whole shit show of a friendship. I'm really not in a good headspace for this conversation. I could have died in there. Why are you doing this to me? No, enough. No playing the victim this time. Being friends with Rosalina has made me realize how horrible you are to me. Friends aren't supposed to be mean to each other. Friends shouldn't be scared of each other. I never wanted to go into that stupid mine. It was your idea, and we could have died. If these grown-ups hadn't show up, we could have been buried alive in that stupid little tunnel drinking stupid strawberry margaritas in a can. Screw all of you! Should we go after her? No. Let her have her little tantrum. Did that feel good, Alexis? Finally telling her off? Yeah, I guess. She's gonna be so mad at me. She probably won't talk to me for a week, maybe a month, maybe the rest of my life. It's okay, Alexis. We don't need her. What do we do now? Now I drive you two home. I've already texted your parents, and I'm sure they're worried sick about you. Rosalina and Alexis duck off to the side as an exhausted Tabitha approaches your group. I'm going to get my car, and then we're going home. Tabitha leaves towards the active mine without another word, and you're afforded a quiet moment to catch up with Stella and Kanika. We sure dodged a bullet tonight, didn't we? Yeah. Thank God you noticed them sneaking off. You were incredible down in the pit, too. Ditchlings. Do you think it's over? Maybe the ditchlings were here for those kids. I'd say that's grim, but at least no one got hurt. Maybe you're right. Maybe we averted whatever disaster the ditchlings were here to foretell. But I feel like what happened in the mine raised more questions than it answered. We still don't know anything about Wayne, or about what you actually saw down there. Stella failed me in outside. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? Your vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. You sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about the mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. Stein and Tabby had, like, simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. The entities in the mines. I saw something down there, like shadows of the dead miners. They were right behind Stella just before you all left. Did you not see them? Whoa! I didn't see anything other than you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't know. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around the main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but things felt old. But this thing felt old. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I mean, considering one of the descriptions is that they could be considered like dead miners from like the past that are trying to warn other miners of a collapse. It makes sense they would look like that. No idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Return. I can't believe you left me down there. Lay off her. What was she supposed to have done? Dragged your unconscious body up that rickety old ladder? No, Kanika, it's okay. I'm sorry. You don't know what it was like seeing you like that. I was scared. Hey, at least you're alive, right? What happens now? Looks like Tabitha's back. I'd better drive these kids home. Come on, let's get back to the estate. It's been a long day, and I need it to be over. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Stein? Excuse me, Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. Oh, I'll text you when we're back. Goodbye. Ah, love you. Watch me. She definitely does not look happy. Oof. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. Try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might lurk behind the tree line. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history, or... No. Now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. Jeez. At least everyone's okay. There were a lot of parents who should have kept tighter reins on their kids. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but the strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I even telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you, about Pearl Ann, for the matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. I had to see a woman about a grilled cheese. Hopefully the mine didn't collapse while I was... About that. Everyone's safe. However... Vitalis, this can't be happening. I don't think the parents are to blame here. I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly, there are some parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Oof. If that isn't a fucking life truth, I don't know what is. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he is, having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. It's not fair. Do you want kids? Hey, Eldridge! Thanks so much for the follow. lots of people want kids. Sorry about today. It's fine. How are you holding up? I've been better. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Nope, definitely not bitter. What are you talking about? She's just a ball of sunshine. Look at that little face. Look at that little frown. Yeah, me too. I've got to focus on the road, though. Okay. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Stein. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? Don't answer that question. I don't have the energy to get into it. Ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. I have to wonder who that dog is. Also this guy. You once again come across the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. I love you, Tabitha. Honestly, Tabitha, great character. She just, like, I feel like she worries for people, but she puts up a front. The stash is Enoch your great-great-grandpa? Bro, look at this man. Fucking dapper as fuck. Look at him. Oh my god, we've been streaming for 3 hours? Jesus. No wonder my voice is getting so hoarse. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but at least nobody got hurt. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Tabby's just advanced level up to sunrise. Oh, absolutely. Thanks for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You could have... No, you should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs. Dude, what the fuck? What? What is this? What are these decorations? Hello? I feel like something's gonna show up in that fucking window later. You get up to your room to turn in. I'm watching that window. I fucking see you. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. Ooh. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over you, your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. fucking me in bed at night. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, to the visions it imparted upon you. Hello? Freddy Fazbear? Hello? Your eyes shoot back open. Your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh! Frou-frou! Oh, it's just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease. You finally slip into a deep sleep. Oh, she came to say hi to us. Ooh. End of episode 2. Alright guys, that's it. Oh, that was so cool. It was such a good stream. Alright. Woo! Oh, 3 hours. That like pulls you in. It's really good. Fucking love it. It's awesome. Okay. Probably play this tomorrow. If not, you'll probably see me playing Risk of Rain or some other game that I like playing. But wanna let this sit with me for a bit. It's very good, very cool. How long a marathon of all 7 days will be, dude? Right? Oh, I can't wait for them to finish this game. It's so fucking cool and interesting. It's so beautifully drawn and well written, and all of the characters are just really fucking interesting. I love it. But anyways, that's gonna be it for stream. Thank you all so much for sticking around and watching. I'm gonna get you guys onto stream ending scene, so I'll see you guys. Yeah, feel free to follow the channel if you want to see me keep playing this and also other weird games. Yeah, of course, no problem. Okay. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.